Hi XJW community, I have some shocking news. I don't know if you have heard, but on Sunday in Italy, there was a bomb placed outside of a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall in the early morning hours, and it exploded and the front door came off of the building. Thankfully, because it was in the early morning hours, there were no injuries. They have, I believe, some video of the person they believe to be a man who was wearing a mask, but as of yet, they have not caught the perpetrator. I am scouring the internet, but unfortunately I cannot find any more information other than what I just gave you. As far as motive goes, I'm sure we all can speculate about that. The Watchtower Bible and Tract Society has long covered up abuses inside of the organization. The organization claims that their message is one of peace, love, and salvation, yet if you were to attend their meetings or read their literature, you'd find that quite often they're talking about the death of everybody in this world because they are not one of Jehovah's Witnesses. They are inundated with images of divine retribution and punishment if they do not follow the letter of the law that is in their documentation and that comes directly from the governing body. The organization insists that members walk on eggshells, yet they duplicitously speak out of both sides of their mouth. The congregations are under so much stress that it's almost like they're creating mini powder kegs, and at some point, people reach their breaking point. Now, you and I all know that violence is never the answer, but what I'm saying is that when you mentally, morally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, culturally, right? Even culturally bankrupt somebody, because that's what's happening here. Regardless if you're ostracized, if you're disfellowshipped, if you're shunned or not, you still are being bankrupted. This organization is taking every penny, every ounce of self-worth that it can take from you. They leave you with not a good education, possibly not a good job, probably not great critical thinking skills. I can admit to that. The inability to have emotional ties to people because you're always afraid at some moment that they could be taken away from you. There are so many issues that people are discovering that they have because of the propaganda that comes from this organization. When you leave people with nothing and nowhere to turn to, unfortunately, things like this will happen. People need to be uplifted and encouraged, not told at any moment they could be worthy of death.